Hey, what is up everyone? We are back with another video and today is going to be a little different. We have a nice GT Aggressor Pro. This is not mine. This is a family member's bike and I am fixing it for him so that he could have a nice easy ride to school and so that he doesn't have to worry about punctures and stuff like that. First thing I notice is we have the tire that is on backwards, brake making a lot of noise. And actually, oh yeah, the chain's really nasty. We're gonna have to clean that up. But otherwise, he said the brakes in the back here are worn out, might need new ones or something like that. I think they could be just need to be tightened, but we'll find out. We'll get into it. But I figured I'd make this video and show you guys how to diagnose a little bit more stuff on a bike, and what better bike to do it on than the GT Aggressor Pro, because it's one of the easiest bikes to work on and one of the easiest mountain bikes to work on. So let's show you how to do it. Okay, I'm also noticing this should be up here, just so that if you hit a rock or you fall over or something like that, this doesn't get broken, or any of the other cases, you know. You don't want anything breaking. This is loose, that should be tightened up. I'm guessing the back one is the same. Actually, no, that one's pretty tight. That's good. But yeah, the chain's very dirty. That's going to need to be cleaned up. But otherwise, size medium. Just a size down for me. So I'll be able to ride it and test it out. Also notice this as well. That should be over on this side. That way it doesn't hook onto anything. Yeah, not bad. Not too bad. Don't know how long he's had this for, but we'll dig into it. I'm gonna do the famous put an old tube over the tube that works, and that'll give more puncture resistance, hopefully. I've definitely tried it and it's been working for me, so okay, so I just tried to adjust the derailleur and come to find out the derailleur hanger is bent and the derailleur's not on all the way. So that is why it is dropping in. So I loosened the screw and now I'm going to have to take this derailleur off and figure out what to do from there. I do have my derailleur alignment gauge, so I think we'll do that. Okay, so I got the derailleur alignment gauge ready, but we do have to take that derailleur off first. So I'm gonna grab my 5mm, pop this guy off. Actually, we're gonna drop it down to the easiest gear first. Okay, now that we got that in the right gear, we can take this guy completely off. Let that hang there. Now I'm going to take my derailleur alignment tool, and actually I'm going to show you guys this first. So if you look right here, you can see how bent it is. It is pretty bad. I couldn't even get a flathead screwdriver in there if I wanted to. So we're going to have to bend this back straight. It's going to come to about here, and then that should straighten it up. But we're going to use the gauge and make sure we do it correctly and hopefully don't break this derailleur hanger. I do have a spare though. Okay, here we go. Gonna thread it on. Gotta do it very easy and find those threads. Gotta go in nice and straight as well so we don't cross thread. And that feels perfect. Alright, we are in. Tighten that buddy up. You can really tell how bad it is. I mean, I can't even go any farther, but if I go over here, I can pass the frame all the way around over on this side. But over here, I would go into the frame. So that is very bad, and hopefully we can get it straight with no issues. All right, here we go. It's about as crazy as it's gonna get. I don't think I've ever seen one this bad, or done one this bad actually. So we're gonna take this nice and easy. That feels pretty nice actually. It's still a little bent, so we're gonna go this way a little bit. And we're gonna come back up here. All right, now I'm gonna go into it and really measure each side. I got these little rubber rings, so I'm gonna just push it here, bring it out, tighten it back up, go to the other side, loosen it, get it aligned with that rim, and right there I can see that I got a little bit of space. So I'm going to press in just a slight bit just to break that a little bit. Okay, need a little bit more. And that should be pretty close enough to work. Yeah, okay. Now I gotta check the top. So we're gonna go like that. Come back, tighten. Come to the bottom. Get aligned with that rim. And as you can tell, I am still pretty off. So I gotta pull out even more. So I'm going to do very gently, and that should be, ooh, okay, that should actually be really good. So we're going to come back up here, get a new measurement because it was really off. Okay, that's not too bad. Now we're going to come back down, get aligned, and we are almost there. Actually, I think I can go down just a hair. Now it is 87 degrees out right now, and the workshop does not get air in here, so I am absolutely drenched already, and it's only been about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go take a break. It looks like we're doing pretty good here. Let's see what we got up here. Okay, so we got right there. Okay. Now, come up to here. Oh, we need to come back out. This derailleur hanger is so soft that you have to be very subtle with it, because these derailleur hangers are super soft. They are like the easiest to bend, and they're also the easiest to break. Okay, let's remeasure that again. Should be better. I think we're doing pretty good. We're gonna do, let's see, which way do we need to go? We need to go back in. It is very, very touchy. That should be good. Yeah, that's touching. And this should be touching as well. Yes, it is. Now I got to go back to these sides and make sure we did not mess those up. Yeah, that's about as close as she's going to get. All right. Let's see if this derailleur works now. Should be fixed now, and we should be able to get really good shifting. I need my 5 mil. And this is the trickiest part. This is the part that I really don't like. Oh, no way. It's just going to thread right on there, huh? Cool. I like that. I like that. I like easy work. Normally it takes me a good 30 seconds to figure it out. All right, we're just going to do about that. Maybe a little bit more. It doesn't need too much. All right, that's pretty snug. Now, check shifting. See what we got. Seems like there's no tension. Very little. So we're going to tighten that up. Put that barrel adjuster all the way in. I believe it's 5. Yes, it is. Loosen this guy up. And since it's already, everything is loose, should be able to just pull on it pretty tight. And that should be good. You only need about, I don't know, 5 Newton meters. Tighten this up, but I usually do a little extra just because I don't want that cable to slip. All right, that should be, oh. These derailleurs are very finicky. She is going, but she might need a little bit more tension. So that's where this barrel adjuster comes in. I'm going to do a few clicks. All right, drop all the way back down. Ha! Doesn't get better than that, huh? So, derailleur's all done. Now we just need to clean out that chain. Get some cleaner on it. Actually, I might just kind of pedal it, see what we can get out of it. But she's definitely bad. So we're going to scrub the heck out of it. That does look a lot better. So if you can, I hope you can see it, but that is very loose and that is why it is not working. But that's okay. We'll get it working. Wow, this video is going to be pretty long. Well, I hope you guys are at least enjoying it. Make sure to follow me on Instagram because I do a lot of posting on there and it helps me out a lot because you guys get to see recent videos or any updates. So make sure you're checking that out. Bike Guy Cody on Instagram. All right, let's see what we can do here. I think this one will work. This is trash. Perfect. We also have a seat right here that is having some problems because it's got some tears in it. I think I have a spare from when I took it off of my GT Aggressor. And I do have my spare. All right. Slide, twist, there we go. And if you look here at this one, it's pretty beaten up. And we got this brand new seat. This is absolutely, all right, so we got this other seat on like I was saying, and this is brand new. This has never been used. We go to the middle here. That should be all set right there. We're going to tighten it back up. And this should already be level because I didn't knock it loose. Now this bolt, I usually just kind of crank down as much as I can because this is what you sit on and sometimes you hit some bumps. You do not want it to strip out those grooves that they have made for it to be adjustable. Otherwise your seat's just going to be flopping around everywhere. All right. Put this back right where it was. Dead center. Tighten that up a little bit more. All right. So, seat is all set. That is a brand new seat on it. She doesn't move. She's good. Now, seat clamp. That's actually really good. Okay. That's pretty good right there. So that's all set. If you look right there, these cables are just kind of flapping around. And I do have some zip ties, so we're going to do that real quick. I know how to make sure that these don't cut anybody, so we'll do that, and I'll show you that trick as well. I got a few little tricks up my sleeve. Alright, so what I usually use is a vice grip, and I'll twist these off. I'll go down like a few, or these little grooves, and then I'll twist it like, I don't know, 5 or 3 ridges down and twist it there, and it usually holds really well. What we are going to do is we are going to cut it, and then we are going to use a lighter to clean them up. So we're good there, and we're good there. Don't try this at home. So we got a little bit of bubbling, and you squeeze it just a little bit, and that won't come off. Alright, so as you might be able to tell, I can't really tell if you guys can see, but that is pretty good looking. So that's tidied up. So it looks like it's not too bad in there, but we are going to pull it apart and see what we can find. Alright, let's get into it. So first we are going to take off the cable. The cable actually looks really bad. If your cable looks like this, I definitely recommend changing it. That's out. Now we check the pads, and I'm going to try not to touch them because I'm pretty sure if I do, they'll get contaminated, and we don't need that. Alright, so if you look here, got a little bit of glazing on going here, but they do not look bad. They do have a lot of material left on them. Good enough for a good, I don't know, maybe year before you have to change them. It seems like he doesn't really ride it too often, so yeah, he should have another year before he has to actually change these. I'm going to clean them with rubbing alcohol though, because they look pretty bad, and I'm also going to file them down. Alright, so we got some sandpaper, we got the 2 pads, and we're going to clean them off with some rubbing alcohol. This is not the strongest one, but it should do the job. Gonna do a little wipe right here. Little wipe right there. Then we're gonna take it and do a quick one in a circular motion. Don't need to do a lot, just enough to get that glaze out of there. And so far it hasn't came off all the way. And if you look there, now it is. There's no shine. And now we can take a little bit of rubbing alcohol, clean off all that dirty stuff. I will have to bed in these brakes again, but that's okay. Alright, those should bite a lot better. These have material on them. So, good. I didn't have to change any brakes. It was just some cable tension. So let's get into that. There's a little weird divot in here. If you look at this real closely, you can, oh yeah, you can see it. It's pretty bad. Now, I'm not seeing anything on the rotor. I think it's okay, but I am going to shave these down right here because they have a lot of material on them and paint, and I don't think it's holding well. So I'm going to use a file and file those down just enough. There was a lot of material on it, just like paint and other stuff, so yeah, that looks a lot better. That should hold a lot better. Very nice. It was just the end was frayed, so I'm going to put a new cable in it. Boom. Yep, we got plenty. Okay, cool. I'm going to throw this guy in here. I wanted to make sure you guys can see at least a little bit. It ain't going to be professional filming because I just want to get this done because it's so hot out, but I'm going to put these in because they are a bit of a pain in the butt when they're on the bike. So I'm going to try it for the first time off the bike. Now let's see, this goes on. All right, so we have one brake pad. All right, both pads. Those both slide right in there. Perfect fit. Slides in just like that. Goes all the way through. Then I'm going to bend this little needle up just a little bit. Just enough for it to hold. I'm not going to over exaggerate it and break the metal because it's only aluminum. All right, here we go. Caliper going back on. It's kind of hard to work with a tripod. Nice and easy. Got the cable right here. Gonna slide it right through. Satisfying, right? All right. Pop it right in there. All right. That was fairly easy. I usually go like that, and then I'll go a little bit out. And that's how I tighten my brakes. Clamp that down a little bit. Pull the brake. Tighten the caliper. I think I'm actually going to need to tighten those brakes just a little bit more. But that's okay. And for this, I usually don't use the barrel adjusters. I like to just do that actual cable tension screw because it's better. All right, she's rubbing a little bit. Where is she rubbing? She's rubbing that back. All right. That should be good. Hold on. There we go. All right. Then after I tighten these up a little bit, I'll spin it again. No rubbing. So we are good to pull, tighten down. All right, let's try another trick. In reality, the way this caliper works, it should tighten to this side. Still not rubbing, that's good. It's gonna rub right there. Yeah. All right, I usually don't do this, and I really don't like to do this because I'm usually pretty bad at it. But it's rubbing just a little bit with the rotor. So I'm gonna take my tool to bend it, and I'm just gonna, I think it's rubbing just the slightest bit, just the very slightest bit. Actually, it's not rubbing at all. I think I got lucky. If anything, it might rub just here and there, just a little bit, but otherwise it's like not touching right now, and I can't hear it. And it looks pretty straight, so, and the brake is pulling in, so that's a good job from me. We're gonna tighten everything up. Put a cap on it. All right, all set. I usually like to kind of go around a little bit in a circle, and then it gets out of the way. Now, typically, if the front ones are good, the back ones are usually really good. Yep, those are good. So, what it is it's just, it needs some cable tension. So, what we're gonna do, loosen this guy up, and the same thing in the back. Huh. Interesting. Okay, right where the caliper wants to go. So I'm gonna have to realign it. I think that's stripped out pretty bad. I have to use this guy right here. Just do a little tap. There we go. It's only aluminum, so it'll kind of go back to a little bit of what it was. Okay, those actually weren't too tight. We are going to tighten this guy up pretty good. About halfway of what it was. It's actually a lot better, but we want more. It's not freely moving, so I have to loosen it up just a hair more. Now is it moving? Yes, okay. Now, should be able to tighten it up. It might just move, which is okay. We can do micro adjustments as well. Ha! Beautiful. Wow. I don't get to do that too often. And it's recommended to have your brake go halfway to the handlebar. And that's what this is doing right now. So both of them are. So that's really good. I'm happy with that. And it looks like he's all the way in the dropout here. So I shouldn't, this one's a little, but I shouldn't have any issues with it rubbing once I take it out and put it back in. So, all right, so for the sake of working on the bike easier, I flipped it upside down because the wheels are next, and then the bike is all set to go. All right, so what we have here is the nut for the cassette, and it's just this tool for it. I have a Park Tool COFR 5.2. This comes with the, I believe it's beginner or advanced kit. Oh yeah, see that? Just need to be tightened down. But it's not too loose. I've seen looser. I could have let it go, but all right, that should be good. And then got this little piece right here for the through axle. Got the screw. And she has no play. All right. I don't like to crank them down crazy unless like they're still moving, and then I will. But otherwise, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the whole wheel off. We're gonna cut up another tube all the way around in the middle, and then we're gonna put it over this one, and I will show you how to do that. And you will get more puncture resistance. Now I have this guy right here. A little tight, which is good. I actually like these tires. I had them on my GT Aggressor Pro, and I think I got them for like 2 for $50, but it wasn't the exact same tread pattern. It was on Amazon. Good deal. And they lasted me a while as well. The case I was talking about, which is this guy right here, and that actually holds in real nice now. A little too well. Wow. Okay. Oh, it has patch kits all over it. Interesting. Well, actually, that's probably one of the reasons. But yeah, so this guy is just a cut up old tube, and I slid it in with mine, and that's how I kept from punctures. Alright, so first you're going to want to make sure you got no dust or anything else on it, because the last thing you want is a grain of sand to give you a slow leak. So we are facing this way with the gear going backwards. And when I put this back on, I'm going to make sure I put the logo with the valve stem. So, other side, pull this part off, let that slide out. That's all set. We're going to put that right there. Make sure it's got nothing in it. It shouldn't, but we're going to make sure nothing's in it. Now, I'm going to check this tube as well. I'm going to throw a little bit of air in it. As you can tell, we just have a little bit of air in it. Then we're going to take this. Well, we got to tighten that back up so we don't lose any. Did lose a little bit. Alright, that's where the valve stem was. That's where we're going to put this. And put it right over that tube. Right over it. All the way around. There we go. Now we got a little bit of armor over the tube, and this is going to be on the top. So it won't protect you from a pinch flat, but it will protect you from most. It might help with a pinch flat, but I'm not going to say it's going to 100% help you with it. Got to put this in. This fits perfectly, and it's holding that tube really nice, so I don't have to mess around with it too much. It's around where the logo is, so if there is a pinch flat and you do want to patch it, or whatever kind of flat, you can patch it. But that's the way I do it. I like to do it this way. Then, to make sure this is all cleared out, I'm going to run my finger through it. It also tells me if there's any dings on the rim. Alright, she's all set to go in. Alright, oh, other side's popping through. I think I'm going to spare you the details of flipping that front tire around, and after this I think we'll just leave it at that. That guy is on. Now I'm going to show you how I like to put the wheel and seed and everything. So we got the pump. Now what I'm going to do is put this cap right on. I'm going to pull it through. I'm going to take these and tighten it up. I'm going to put a little bit of air in it. About 5 to 10 psi. Then I like to take it off, screw this on. It's okay if you lose a little bit. Tighten this up a little bit more, just enough so it doesn't move. Once it doesn't move, that is the perfect amount. You don't want to tighten it too much, it will tear your tube, but you also don't want to have it too loose to where this is going to flop around and get any type of dust or anything else in there and possibly puncture your tube. That's the way I like to do it. I'm going to make sure this is on all the way around. I'm going to move this tube all the way around. And that valve was at the bottom, so I can flip around. Make sure this side's all the way on, so we don't get any bumps in our wheel. All right, check it, make sure everything looks good. That's perfect, actually. That side's perfect as well. So it's all the way on. It's inside that bead, and it's gonna hold. Now I can unscrew this, put the recommended in, which is 40. Yep, 40 to 60. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put like 35 or so. Ooh. That's not on all the way. Glad I felt that. It's just the hanger. It's not on all the way on the inside. This will actually help it shift even better. Everything was loose on here. Gonna make sure to let them know. All right. Ooh. I'm really glad I'm checking out this bike because there is a good amount of issues that it has. All right, so take this piece out all the way. If you look at that there, that's pretty bad. So we're gonna put a new one on. Show you how I did this. So this goes right in here. This spring fits right in here. And then as you go through, this goes next, the spring, and it goes in like that. And this threads right on, and then that will seat into that. All right? So if anybody didn't know. All right. All right, that's about halfway. Make sure that's in there. Do a little bit tighter. Hold it down. And that should be good. All right, so off camera, I changed the front wheel, flipped it around. I'm gonna put it in the bottom portion. I like to do around 2 passes, just in case I missed anything. Then I cycle it. That feels real nice. Heck of a lot better than what it was. Alright everyone, that's the end of today's video. Hope you all enjoyed. And I hope you all learned something. If not, I hope you all at least enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Make sure to check out my Instagram. I do a whole bunch of updates. I also do stories about the new videos that are coming out and everything else. So hopefully you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, stay safe, and keep on riding.